Somebody has died, and the job of sorting out what they left has landed on you. It is a long job. Most straightforward estates run somewhere between 9 months and a year and a half, and it arrives at the one time in your life you are least equipped to run a project. Nobody teaches it. There is no orientation. The advice you find online is either a 2-line checklist that skips the hard parts or a page of legal terms written for lawyers. So start with one cell. Put the date of death on the estate summary tab, and the entire file schedules itself. 60 executor tasks, already sequenced into 6 stages. Each one gets a target date counted from that day, a live countdown against today, and a flag written in words as well as color. Past due, due soon, on track. Blocked, get help. Change that one date and every target date follows it. The tasks are not a generic list. They run from securing the house and finding the original will, through getting appointed and opening the estate account, to publishing notice to creditors, filing the returns, and getting a signed release from every beneficiary. Each one carries the reason it exists, so you are not ticking off instructions you do not understand. Here is the part almost every first-time executor gets wrong. Most of what a person owns does not pass under the will at all. Anything with a named beneficiary, anything held jointly with survivorship, anything payable or transferable on death, goes straight to somebody, usually without you. And those assets are generally not available to pay the estate's debts. So this tab asks how each asset is titled before it asks what it is worth. Pick the titling, and it classifies the asset as probate estate, passes outside probate, or ask the attorney. The clock's split in 2. The federal filing dates do not vary by state, so those are worked out for you from the date of death. Everything else, the creditor window, the inventory deadline, the accounting schedule, is set by your state and your court. This binder deliberately prints no state deadline anywhere, because probate periods differ by state and sometimes by county, and a number printed in a template is wrong for somebody almost immediately. You get the real number from your attorney or the probate clerk, type it in, and the dates work themselves out. Claims arrive whether or not you are ready for them. Enter the day one turned up, and the workbook dates your response window, flags it, and totals what you have accepted, disputed, paid, and not yet decided. Because a claim is not a bill. You are not obliged to pay one just because it arrived in a firm-sounding envelope. And there is a legal order of payment that is very much not first come, first served. Every court that asks an executor for an accounting asks the same 3 questions. What came in, what went out, and what is left? The estate cash ledger answers all 3 with a running balance, kept line by line as things happen. That is the difference between 10 minutes a month and a very bad week at the end. Reconstructing a year from bank statements. And then the part everyone is waiting for. Cash legacies come off first, then the debts you have already accepted, and the residue divides by each share. A check cell tells you plainly if the shares do not total 100%. It also says the quiet part out loud. Do not distribute until the debts and taxes are settled, because distributing early is the mistake that makes an executor personally liable, and it is the one you cannot undo. The dashboard pulls all of it together. Tasks past their target date, claims waiting on your answer, notifications overdue for follow-up, and the value of every asset you have not yet classified. That last figure is the one to watch early, because until it is near 0, you do not really know how big the estate you are administering is. In total, 13 tabs and 4 PDF guides. The guides teach the method rather than restating the tabs. What belongs to the estate, with the full titling table and the order in which an estate pays what it owes. Who to notify and how, with 25 organizations, what each one needs, and how many certified death certificates to order. A Start Here guide, and a set of printable pages for the week you are working off a kitchen table. It works in Excel, in LibreOffice, and natively in Google Sheets. There is a link in the download that makes your own private copy in one click, with every drop-down, formula, and color already set up and tested there. No importing, nothing to rebuild. One thing to be clear about. This is an organizer, not legal, tax, or financial advice. Ardent Workshop is not a law firm and is not affiliated with any court. It does not file anything, decide anything, or value anything. Every date it works out is a reminder you set, never a legal deadline. Where it describes a general rule, it is telling you which question to ask, not answering it. And you own it outright. No subscription, no seats, and no company holding a dead person's records behind a login you would have to fight for 18 months from now. Buy it once, work it, hand a copy to the attorney, and keep the whole thing when the estate closes. The Executor's Estate Settlement Records and Task Binder from Ardent Workshop, tools for life's paperwork.